The following presentation does not represent Australian opinion or intellect. We do not speak for any religious order or ethnic minority. We are not political scientists or uni graduates. We're insignificant upper-lower class scum, comparing notes and airing grievances. It's just our opinion. Deal with it.
No way that GST will ever be part of our policy.
Never ever.
Never ever, it's dead.
If they don't like it, go back to where they're from.
It is a big idea.
No, we don't need them.
A new world order. By 1990, no Australian child will be living in poverty.
Yeah, I was saying that to him before. What do you mean?
Because you know why? Yeah, because I hate the feeling of being bloated. Like, my face all numb and shit. Because if I did that, I probably wouldn't have been able to do the podcast. But I feel no pain now. I'm fine.
I've done feelings with no anaesthetic. I was saying to him, I was saying to him I did it when I was a kid because I got so over the dentist. I'd go. I still remember it was in do you remember what it was? Fucking
Pools?
memory burn, man.
Pools?
Nah.
That place was a death trap, man. You walk in there, you're not coming out.
The dentist.
Band-aids, the water was foggy.
Malacca,
dude, that was
what's the name of that? What's the name of that Catholic spag primary school up in the top part near the hospital?
Near Monash, Clayton Monash.
Yeah. There's a Italian Catholic primary school there. St Andrews was the one near our side.
Yeah.
And there's one up there. St Peter's? Is it St Peter's? St Raph's? Something like that? Yeah, my cousin went to a St. Raph's. I still give him shit about that photo.
Raphael.
There's a photo of him in like grade 2 sitting in the living room at his mum's house. He's like smiling. He's like signing the card. Or I don't know what it is. It's like Happy Mother's Day or some shit. I don't know. But he's just got this cheesy grin. My cousin, as a kid, my cousin was really cute, but it was just like a dorky cute. Yeah, he's like big smile, like, yeah, mushroom haircut. Yeah, I'll tell you what. Yeah, I'm gonna go. I'm gonna take a photo of the photo. Anyway, yeah.
Okay, let's get the one question out of the way before we start every single time. Are we recording?
Yeah, we are.
Okay.
Yeah.
Can you hear me?
No. Hang on. What do you want me to do?
I don't know, because I want to be able to see you, so I don't want to block off my vision, but I feel like it's too low. Is it?
I can't believe you BYO'd. I'm sorry.
What do you mean?
Because I'm looking straight ahead, and all I'm seeing is like Nick's fucking Dungeon Fortress set of keys, like every door in a 30-kilometre radius.
I've got the key to the city. I've got the key to the city, mate.
Mine's the same, and I don't even know what half of it's for.
I'm seeing the keys, I'm seeing the Powerade, but then I'm seeing a bottle of booze, nuts, cashews.
Hang on, don't forget the water.
Yeah, the water that you wouldn't take my free water. You had to take the one from the fridge.
Yeah, I thought I'd try that bottle.
Do you know what that bottle of wine reminds me of? One of the first times... Actually, no, wait. Do you know what actually reminds me of? Me and you were hanging out. This is literally like 7-8 years ago.
Yeah,
Easy.
I'll refresh my memory. This is fun.
And do you remember the South Road Beach before they did all the...
Yeah.
Blocked it all off?
Yeah.
Remember when you could drive onto the actual sandbar and see the proper city, like the whole St Kilda?
Now they've blocked it off, and there's just a car park.
Yeah, it's just a car park.
I think so.
Yeah, back like
It's near like the yacht club, around that kind of area.
You used to be able to do New Year's there and stuff.
Wait, what was?
Yeah.
It's near what was that restaurant? Milano.
Milano in the corner,
Mario Milano,
just over the tracks. Yeah.
Mario Milano, what a walk!
Oh, that's pretty.
What
I
is
like that wine?
It's a nice drop.
Yeah, I'll have to Vivino it.
That's a nice drop.
You have to do what?
I've got the Vivino app, and
What's
you can
that?
rate wine. It's great.
You rate wine.
Yeah, and then it sort of assimilates to your taste and then suggests stuff, and you can follow other
so it's
people.
got like a database, and then
Yeah.
whoever liked this, liked that.
Wow.
It's really great.
Is it ads all through the app?
No.
Is it an Aussie app?
Yep. Yes.
Trust the Aussies to make a wine app.
Great.
Just $2 skin. Great. Got me fucked.
Suggested goon bags.
My dad's favourite.
Good. Oh, mate, all the wogs have it, man. I'm telling you. I go to my grandfather's house, and he puts the wine out of the casket. Just that little. Like, do you want some? Like, no.
I haven't seen. You know what, man?
And all the wogs are the same one. I'm going to bring it up.
Yeah, the red one. Was it Clara and something?
I've got to find a picture. I swear it's the same
I don't know.
fucking...
Bloody Shiraz.
I remember the goon bags from when I was a kid, but I was like young. It would always be like on a Sunday lunch, someone would pull out the goon bag. It was
We
always
never had that. My dad has that now. We used to have my nonno's wine because they used to make it when he was alive.
Yeah.
And that stuff was like hit and miss because they didn't put preservatives in it. So you'd open up a batch and it's like either great or it's off, and then it turns into red wine vinegar, which we used to put in our salad.
Is that it?
Di Botelli or whatever it's called.
Yeah, de Bortoli.
Yeah, that's the one.
That's exactly what it is.
All the wogs... Greek, Italian...
red?
Yeah.
I was going to say...
Sometimes, what is it? You get like 2 for 30 or 2 for...
Dude, I get him. You don't even drink it that much, do you?
My dad has it every dinner.
See the wogs, they bulk buy.
Oh, correct.
This is what they do,
Yeah.
right? So I walk into his bathroom and he's got like 90 fucking roll of cloth.
Yeah.
I go, you live here on your own.
No, but-
what are you doing?
I can one up you. I could one up you. My dad takes it from work. Well, wait, listen.
That's mad.
Thousand roll, like whatever, right? So it's thick as 1 ply. That's your fingers going straight up your asshole.
Hook us up, man. That's why you double and triple fold.
Yeah. It's the worst, but he'll get it from work. They save. And the women are the equivalent with shopping. My mother, bread, milk, cornflakes.
Yeah.
She'll get 8 boxes when it's on special.
And bread, you freeze it because what you can do, you can defrost it.
We've got like 5 freezers at home.
Yeah.
It works. We're not at war.
You know
We're
what?
Okay.
I'm starting to.
Not at war.
You know what? I'm starting to be that old wog though. I've just put a fridge in the garage. I've got the fridge in the garage.
Yeah.
I've got the freezer. I've got all the frozen foods and shit,
I
like the
can
meats.
still see me doing it though because you
It's
grow
handy.
up with it. It's ingrained.
Yeah.
Like I'm at the shops and I'll go, like when it's something you always buy, like tampons or milk or whatever it is,
I'm always
right?
buying tampons, clearly.
Yeah.
For me, it's pads. The maxi wings. The maxi wings, man.
Well, you should bulk for when you're 90. Yeah. And
You know, dude, I laughed at a woman. I didn't even laugh at a woman. I menacingly, scoffed. I scoffed. I was,
Is it weird?
I was in Oakley last week.
Buying cold
last
cuts.
Wednesday when we didn't do the podcast.
buying gold cut
Buying
and
cold
pine nuts.
cuts.
Yeah, actually I did. Yeah, I bought porchetta.
Yeah, the deli inside.
I got my
Did you buy
auntie here
pine
from
nuts?
Greece. Huh?
Did you buy-
Fuck off, man. I only buy them when I do the mints.
My nuts.
I actually have to buy some. I'm gonna have
That'll
to-
be $46.
Yeah.
They're not that expensive.
Per 500.
If you buy them at Woolies in a small bag, because they come in like 100-gram
the
bags.
sachet.
Yeah, they're like $7.
No, they're not.
Oh my god. What
They're not.
Hey, no, we fact checked this
Yeah,
last
we
Not
time.
$7.
We
Fuck
don't need
off.
to revisit it.
No,
it's
no, they're not.
expensive, and that's where all your money's going.
They're not. I buy them once a year to make that mince. The
Can I
Arabic
say
style.
though, your cooking lately, Gordon Kransky. I love how you say hashtag King Staples because I'm like,
They are
mate,
staples.
when are you cooking me dinner? That looks fucking delicious.
It's alright. It's alright.
No, because the last few, like I think you said messy or it looks messy. I'm like, that looks fucking delightful.
It's just,
Like some
you know what
of
it is?
yours, like I get the present. It looks delicious. Like I could see that it would taste delicious.
It's just
but
home
the
cooking.
presentation,
Home food.
whatever.
Oh,
yeah, but
you look at
lately,
this.
oh my god, give
It's
it to
this.
me now. That's amazing.
It says ugly, lots of heat, lots
Ugly.
of green.
That's not ugly.
How is that not ugly? Look
That's
at it.
pretty. Look at all the greenery. Like, I mean, the colour. It's beautiful.
It's what it is. It's just a stir fry.
You should get a professional
80 grams,
camera.
$4.
What?
Pine nuts.
See?
That's expensive. 80 grams, man. That's dick all.
Yeah, that's nothing.
That's nothing, man.
That's nothing.
Your big balls of
Jesus.
Oh,
lint from your navel that weigh more than that.
Yeah, man.
Gross.
$4.
Who thinks that?
No, hang on. Well, number one, these are all staples. I haven't made anything that's remotely like exquisite.
Okay, but any kind of feta, pine
I
nut,
never use
pine
feta.
nuts.
When do I use it? Dude, my mum gave me my feta. Do you know how?
Oh, okay.
Dude, I-
Yeah, but we go to Harry's in Clayton to buy feta and buy it in bulk.
What do you pay for feta?
don't know.
in
A
bulk?
big didoni like that at like you can't even buy them at Woolies. The small ones,
Yeah.
is like, but in the
In the container. I've seen that.
I've got the container.
Yeah.
The old lady gave me a container of cheese.
But you're saying
full
like
feta.
slab lot.
they're like $9 at Woolies.
Costco feta.
Yeah, I
that
buy them
kind
at Costco or Harry's.
Yeah.
And the big container, I think it's like $13, and
Yeah,
that lasts me
worth
for a
it.
while. It lasts me for a while. It's in the brine, so it's fine.
Yeah.
Better in brine lasts forever.
Yeah.
Like forever.
Right.
Yeah.
You could go to war
Yeah.
and it'd still be there.
See, I see people go to the cheese
And
section.
it won't last a week. Like, I will put it in everything.
Yeah, no. But see, if you've got a big
Take mine. I've got a
container,
bucket of the
I
shit.
will.
yeah. But that's the thing. That's what I remember as a kid.
Yeah.
My grandmother used to go and buy an actual bucket of feta, the tubs,
the tin.
Yeah.
Yeah.
And I'm like, what the fuck is this, man? Like,
Yeah.
what the fuck?
We had flour for days. Like,
Dude, we would go. There was a
Yeah.
wholesaler up in Preston, man, off
Yeah.
St George's.
I'm
Road.
sure they're still there.
Me and the old lady would go there on the way to the auntie's house, and we'd buy like
I
a
know where
bag
you're
of
at.
flour.
Thornbury. Sirocco's.
Yeah.
See, all the ones know this.
I love that place. It's
Dude,
great.
I remember
It's still well
vivid.
stocked. Well stocked.
Yeah.
I remember the fucking flour. Like, we'd have
Yeah.
bags of, like, you're not a chef or a baker. Like,
But somehow she'd use it.
Damn, every wog's a chef.
Do you know what the old
What do
lady
you mean?
did? This is years ago, man. Because she's got the fridge in the kitchen, then the fridge next to the laundry. Yeah?
That's right, yeah.
And then one day, I was in the garage doing something, and there was the old fridge sitting there, but I could hear it like kicking on. I'm like, what the fuck? So yeah. So I've gone in and I go, Mum, what's the fridge doing in the garage? She goes, oh, it died last week. I'm like, what's wrong with it? It doesn't regulate properly, it just freezes everything. I'm like, so why don't you throw it out? She goes, yeah, put it in the garage. Now we have a meat freezer.
Yeah.
Literally, okay, you're by yourself. Okay, you're filling 3 fridges up with food, man.
I get it. It's the war mentality, isn't it?
It is. Well, my
It
uncle
is.
would call them children of the Depression.
Yeah.
So they had nothing.
Completely. My grandmother brought that and
Dude, your grandmother did. My mother did.
She was insane. No, my mum knows like the value of $1, but she's not overly like my mum would say to me, because the last 2 years of my grandmother's life, she just passed away last year. My mum went to basically live with them, and she like wiped her bum, like everything, did everything. And my grandmother wasn't necessarily the nicest to her all the time. So my mum learnt to like stick up for herself in that time, yada yada. Anyway, she came up to me and she goes, have you noticed, Nonna, like, I cleaned out the freezer and I found something from like 6, maybe 10 years ago. Everything has the date and she still froze it. She didn't want me to like throw it out. I'm like, Ma, we have money. It's okay. Like, and I just thought, yeah, that makes sense to me. But like, she hoarded everything.
Dude, that's something. Dude.
Everything. And this is just food.
No.
Come see my grandfather's garage.
Still?
I said, dude, like,
Dude, go have a look at my mum's garage like 5 years
you
ago.
know how many times we've gone to this guy's mum's garage?
Yeah.
Like, oh, my mum's
just for a laugh?
Like, we'll go, no. Like, I want to start throwing shit out. Like,
Yeah.
Tim would come.
Yeah.
Oh, I need to start. Like, it's what are you going to use this for? I don't understand why you.
Put it on your
Oh, we
mind.
might need it one day.
We
Which
waited.
day?
Yeah, right?
Dude, we waited. This was, hang on, my sister was, I don't think my sister was even engaged yet. I think she might have just been with,
How
her
long
current
has she been
husband.
married?
Oh, she's been married, what, 5 years?
Okay.
least
6
6
years.
years.
Married 6 years, she was
So
engaged
she was
for like
engaged.
1.
So like this was 7,
So this
8
has got to
years
be like at least 8 years, 7, 8 years ago.
2010, 11.
Dude, my sister said to me, this was one of the few times when we're actually like civil. She goes, Mum's away for the weekend. We're going to clean out the garage. I'm hiring a skip. We're like, we're turfing everything. I'm
Yeah,
like,
wow.
all right, cool. The rain started and we were like praying for rain so that way everything would get damaged. So if she
Oh
happened
my
to come
God.
back, dude,
Your poor mother,
she
though.
came
That's
back
a
like
shock
5
and a half.
hours early or something on
You're
the
like-
Sunday before we like had time to get rid of it. And she started flipping out. Like,
I'm
what are
waiting
you
for it.
throwing out? Dude, she was leaning into a skip, doing the reaching.
Picking
trying
stuff
to,
out.
to look for shit. And I'm like, do you see yourself? You're leaning into a garbage bin in the rain looking to salvage shit. She lost it.
Because hoarding is also about control.
Yes.
So it's not, there's that level of comfort and control. Things make me feel comfortable. Things make me feel safe. So that's
familiarity as
that's
well.
why I said your poor mum, because you've done this without her
nah.
knowing and whatever. It's like,
Dude, no holds
fuck
barred.
you. Like,
Dude, we threw out, man, I remember we
Oh,
were
your
cleaning
poor
the
mother.
garage out, yeah? And my sister said, I can't remember if I found them or she found them, but we found these mirrors, like stacks of mirrors. And we're looking at each other like, where the fuck did these mirrors come from? We're just staring at them. And then my sister was like, You know what? So when she did the crafts, and she used to do like the Sunday market
Oh,
craft
cute.
shit and like sell stuff.
What did she used to make? Sorry.
Yeah, like
Getting
you
off
know,
topic.
fucking embroidered mirrors and stuff.
Ceramic
like,
bongs.
Trust you guys to
I didn't say anything.
nice detour.
Sold out.
Say anything.
Sold out.
Sold out at the market.
No. That's it. So it was like mirrors and picture frames. I
I reckon
think.
that would go well, actually. If a market stall.
Back then.
Well, no, now.
Now,
I think
ceramic
it would
bongs.
sell, Yeah.
What ceramic bongs?
Or just bongs in
Well, you
general.
can't
Bongs
buy
in
it.
general.
That's right. Just say
can't buy it,
just
they're
say they're
illegal.
artistic pieces. They're not actually
Yeah,
used for
yeah.
smoking. And then you slip them the pieces underneath.
Yeah,
Like,
get the bag.
And sell
Dual
drugs
bag.
underneath, yeah.
Anyway, this is my mother we're talking about. Fucking
Sorry.
like 20 years, 30 years ago. Yeah, so she had like a bulk of these mirrors stashed in the cupboard. I hadn't seen her do any of these arts and craft shit since I was like 4, 5, 6 years old.
Yeah.
And we're just like, are you fucking serious? She says, what do we do with them? We have 2 of them, man. Like,
Yeah.
she paid $20 for them like 20 years ago. Like,
Yeah.
we haven't seen them. We haven't
Yeah.
seen the light of day.
Yeah.
There was so much crap we threw out in order to try and she was trying to salvage your shit out of the hopper, and I lost it. I go, look at yourself. You're insane.
dude, what about like,
Need help.
Has she hoarded since? Sorry.
No, she did learn how
She's
to do a massive clean
right.
sweep now.
well, I'm pretty sure the Italians have the same thing, like the baula.
Oh yeah, the bowl.
Yeah.
The
So-
war
we
chest.
call it the bowl. The same thing.
So my grandfather used to own a Manchester shop in Oakley back in the 70s.
Are you serious?
Yeah, man.
That's mad.
Yeah, like so.
But in the bowl, though, we only keep like the christening stuff.
Yeah.
Yeah, my mum had her dowry in her.
Yeah,
we go.
yeah. But see,
Yeah.
we had 4 of them.
Okay.
Are you fucking serious?
Dude, I'm not even kidding.
What
massive,
Do you know what he's got in the
Okay.
garage? He's still got the cash register from that shop.
That's mad.
Casio, man. As kids, we used to go and play with it.
Yeah, that's it.
Like, he's got stuff that he just won't let go.
Yeah.
We've tried to have
How
garage
old
sales.
is
He's 81.
Yeah, forget it.
I can't, forget it.
Well,
No,
add Greek wog.
Dude,
you know what I mean? Like
at this point, yeah.
At this
You know,
point,
you know
forget it.
screws and nails?
Yeah. Yeah.
He would get them out of the wood that he didn't need wood for. He would throw the wood, but he'd keep the fucking nails in a jar, in the old Turkish coffee jars.
My mum had heaps of those, man.
I looked at him, I go, what are you going to use those for?
Yeah.
What, why?
Steal them?
Yeah.
Dude, what do you use your old man like a thief? Like,
No, he's not,
some
but like,
sort of
the things that he
junkyard
stole.
thief,
no,
man.
the things that he stole were like nails here and there,
This is on,
garden
you know, this is on the
herbs
record,
and seeds.
right? You know, this is on the record, yeah?
This is shit. Go arrest my dad.
He'd
for
go into
doing
like
garden seeds.
Mitre 10,
Mate.
you know, get to Mitre 10.
Yeah.
You wanna-
And just,
We used to go with him because me and my brothers. Me and my
I
brothers.
walked out with a blower once at a Bunnings by accident.
You're fucked.
I swear, I didn't mean to.
by accident, allegedly.
Legit. Self-serve, man. Self-serve.
No, because we used to go with him to McEwen's because
unquote.
me and my brothers used to McEwen's was a playground. We used to play like 40-40 and like,
Yeah,
the
man.
doorbells.
Yeah.
Like, you're like, fuck, know where he is. Run. Like, my dad wouldn't give a shit. He's like, go for your life. Leave me alone.
I'm trying to wreck nails here.
I forget she has 2 brothers. You would have like a madhouse, man. Because
It was, look, I had the best fun. Like, they were annoying, but
Yeah.
it was great being the only girl because whenever they got too much, and they did get too much, Dad, or it was more like, Papa, they'd fucking get a whooping.
yeah, my sister did that as well, man.
But it's true. Like,
And then you'd smile.
No, but I hated them getting into trouble. Like, I actually had empathy back then
So
too.
you'd lag him in.
So
and then,
no. So they would like poke me, and I'm like, don't, and they'd still do it, and I'm like, fine, Papa, you're fucked.
Oh, man, what'd you do that for?
Yeah. Oh no.
I just remember.
Vindictive. They had to go with me.
What? I'm not defending anyone.
Did you just say vindictive?
He did. I didn't say it. Did I?
No, you
Maybe
did.
I
You did.
I didn't say I'm just like, what did I say?
I'm getting caught up in this. Do you remember I remember playing 40-40? I remember, dude, this is specific. Do you remember Chatty before it became Chats in Shopping Centre? Do you remember
I barely remember it because
Actually, yeah, you would have been, because I was only young.
it was small. It was sort of.
I remember bits
I
of
Yeah,
it.
I'm a
remember.
couple years older than you, so you would have been probably, just past the cusp. I remember it really vaguely.
Yeah.
But I remember Maya in itself, like Maya and Chatty, they always had the pant with the racks, racks of pants.
Yeah.
And we were small enough to run through the rack of pants.
Oh, how annoying.
Dude.
You would have been like, what, 4 or 5?
Probably, yeah.
About that?
Three. I remember it.
Yeah.
Like, all I remember was that Maya was dark, and my mum would be looking for something in, like, formalish sort of wear.
Yeah.
So as soon as we'd hit that sort of section...
And little Dim would, like, come out of a rack
just
going,
fucking split. We just split and just start running through the racks of pants, man, and you could feel them just, like, swooshing past you. That was crazy.
It was
Come get your little 2 wonk kids from the front desk, please. Come get your little 2 wonk kids.
Oh, that would not happen now, like very PC.
No way.
But my dad, like every so often, if we got too loud, he'd like, it was like a stern look, and he'd be like, and we'd be like, okay. Like,
Yeah, you get the fear.
But he let us go.
Yeah, but when you got too
that's-
much.
But that's more because, sorry, Dad, but that's more because it was more work to discipline us. Like, he couldn't be fucked. Like, yeah, whatever.
Yeah, but all he had to do was give you the look.
Yeah, but see,
True,
that's
true.
different. Like, my old man, my mum would say, just don't go too far and don't fuck around and, like, cause some shit. So
Yeah.
she would trust us to sort of just go play with books or toys or whatever, you
Right.
know? The old man was more like, don't leave my sight, don't leave my side.
Ah.
You sneeze
Yeah,
out of
that's what he
line,
said.
yeah, and you're fucked.
Yeah.
You're following me, we're here. Don't embarrass me while we're in public.
Don't talk.
Don't talk.
Don't talk. How many times I heard,
Why am
don't
I
talk.
wasting time
Mimilas.
Mimilas.
Don't talk.
Katsa puise. Like, don't
Yeah,
move from where
discuss
you
it.
are. Stay where you are.
Yeah, speak when you're spoken to.
Yeah, literally. That's the difference. Because I remember with my mum, me and my sister would just split up.
Says a lot,
Like,
yeah?
I'm just nodding.
But it's also, dude, it's also fear. Like, my old man was
Yeah.
terrified that something would happen to us.
Right.
And he'd never forgive himself for, like, letting us,
Right.
Venture off.
Yeah, and
Right.
die. Like,
Gone,
and die.
gone are the days, though. Gone are the days, because we lived in a court. But even if you didn't, we used to, like, chalk a tennis court on the road and play. And, like, when there's a car, like,
Game off!
And
Game
gone are
on!
the days where cars would actually, like, there was a really nice energy, like, in our street. They'd stop, they'd be polite. It's not
And
like
you
they
lived in
got
a good street.
It's not that
Yeah.
they got
I know
annoyed
where
that we were
street is.
playing. Like, we're like, sorry, yep, cool. And they'd just smile and
I
drive past.
got hit by a car on my grandma's street playing cricket.
Are you serious?
Dude, I got taken out by a Ford Fairlane. Dude, legit. Ford Fairlane. And I got the beating.
Manek.
Under the car, dude.
Oh my! Are you serious?
And then I got the beating from my grandmother playing on the road. I was fucking dying. Like,
Okay, wow.
we were playing in our street,
This
in my
just
grandma's
took a
street.
turn.
You know why? In my grandma's street, there was all the old wogs. And they didn't give a fuck. They'd turn that corner, man, and just floor it into the driveway. And we didn't have time to, we played cricket and then, fuck car!
Yeah.
One day, to get to the lemon tree, man.
No, that's true.
It's always
Yeah.
a lemon yellow, man.
And one day I was a little too slow. And I legit got hit by a car.
So, did you break anything?
No, I was really grazed up. I was actually really lucky. And then my grandma took me inside and beat me.
How old are you, man?
About 7.
Are you okay? They didn't
8.
beat
I was
you.
about 7 or 8. And then I was bleeding, like full bleeding out, and she was beating me and crying at the same time. She thought, you know, that whole angst of,
Yeah.
oh my god, you got hit by a car, and then copping like cracks to the head.
It's like, oh my god,
I get
you
it.
could have died.
Yeah.
And they punched the shit out
I
of
get
you
it.
because you nearly died.
So I'm in
I get
pain and I'm getting beaten.
Could I tell you how
I love
I
being
just
young,
thought of a memory. I just thought of a memory when I was 8. My dad, has never really yelled at me, right? Like my mum has, but my dad doesn't really. my dad doesn't. Why are you laughing? Why is that so hilarious?
It's just funny. My
Yeah.
dad has never yelled at me.
Yeah.
My mum has.
My mum has.
But dad,
No,
no.
my dad, like my, he's had periods, right? He hasn't spoken to me. We spoke about that.
Yeah.
And that was due to what people would think, more than anything else. Other than that, if he had any grievances, he would tell my mum. My mum would tell me, right?
She'd be
But
the
he would
enforcer.
but he was almost.
Consigliere.
He was almost
Don.
too.
She's sitting at the table like this.
Consigliere to the dog.
We're gonna have a sit down.
Yeah. It was more aggressive, I think. But I remember this. I was 8 years old. And I used to watch these Pantene commercials back then, and the Bob was in, right? The Bob.
Yeah.
The Bob?
The Bob was
What
in.
year are we talking?
I was 8.
Is that
So
like
I-
Celine Dion stage, like
Yeah,
90, early
yeah.
90s?
The Bob was in, right? And it was like, but it was
Whitney
a very
Houston.
frizzy type of Bob, like, like here and like curved in sort of a
Oh,
thing.
yeah,
Anyway,
yeah, yeah.
Like the
very
Rachel?
90s sort of Bob.
Eh.
Too much thinking about the bob.
Yeah.
Anyway, I used to watch these things, and I had curly long hair up to my bum, buffy, like, and I
Mad
had,
Italian
and
hair.
my every
Yeah, I was going
match.
to say, when your
But
curls come
every-
out, it's full wog
It's
spec.
full.
It's insane. I've got to find that photo.
But actually, I'll no, on my Instagram. Like, I like my wog curls as long as
No, hang
it's
on.
long.
No,
No,
'cause I
wait.
found it and I sent it to you.
Yeah, I know, but that's the worst. That was after the beach, and my hair wasn't the best.
All right, man. It's not justifying your hair. Like, seriously.
Yeah, but I like
It was okay
it.
to send to me, but no, we can't
Anyway,
revisit it.
So
I've got
back
it,
then, I used to be in the mirror, and I used to be like doing the Pantene commercials. Like, I remember, I used to be like reenacting them, right? I know, hilarious. And I was looking in the mirror this one night, and I'm like, I wish I had that hair. I wish I
here we
had
go.
that hair, right? So I'm looking, and I remember my self-talk at that time. I remember what my brain was telling me. And it was saying, I was 8. And it was saying, don't worry, just do it. You're not going to die. Like, what's the worst can happen? I was justifying it in my brain. I got the scissors. I started chopping it. Snip, 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 snip. And then I panicked. I tried to, like, tie it up through my hair and scissors under the bed.
Gosh, how much did you cut
much
at that
did you
stage?
cut?
Like, half my
Oh,
hair.
shit.
Wait, hang on. So where did you cut it from? The back or the
Like,
front?
side. I just went,
Oh, so like, and you had your wog curls
Yeah.
hanging down your shoulder.
Holy shit, so you would have cut like that much
much
length?
off.
Holy
and
shit.
half of it.
Yeah, she's not going to notice. Mum's not going
Right?
to notice.
So I tied my hair up. And then my mum saw this little strand that was short, and she goes, "What did you do?" And I just cried. Like, I just went,
The tears.
right? And my dad cut sick. Like, I was terrified. He was like, what the fuck were you thinking? Like, in Italian.
Yeah.
And like swear words in Italian.
Different.
Oh, dude, they're another level.
They're
man.
another level.
Yeah.
And he was like, what were you thinking? And I could see the anger, like, was almost like he was going to hit me, but he didn't.
Yeah.
And I just was terrified. Like, I, like, cried myself
What
to
what
sleep.
was his justification for it?
My nonno, get this, his dad did not talk to me for a week. Every time he looked at me, this is what he would do.
Okay, did they at least trim your hair up?
Yeah, my mum cut it. My mum fixed it. And she was
look
like
normal.
more the peacemaker in it. But this is the only time my dad was like full blown come and get me. It's
Pissed
because
off,
I
like
cut
pissed off.
my hair. Like, okay, it'll grow back. But I cut my hair.
It won't, but the thinking is it won't grow back the same.
No. But it did. It was fine. But yeah, but it took years.
Why can't I find this photo?
Don't worry about it.
No, I've got it.
Look, man.
No, I've definitely got it because I'm pretty sure I found it and sent it
You
to you.
did, yeah. I
Alright.
could have it.
No, I'll find it. I forgot what I was going to bring up. That the bottle of wine, what that reminds me
Jesus,
of.
back then, yeah?
Yeah. That beach, South Road Beach, next to Milano's.
Yeah.
Oh.
I remember we were hanging out one night and we went down to the beach. It was like summer or something. It had to have been warm. But
I don't remember this story.
dude, this has got to be back like 8 years, easy, 7, 8 years.
Yeah.
But I remember we pulled up and you pulled out a bottle of wine.
Oh,
and
go
I'm like,
me.
Are you serious? I was like, really?
Go me. Like,
yeah.
I must have been.
I'm like, really? And she goes,
Traveling
yeah,
with
this
it.
is the
Feeling
best.
festive.
I'm pretty sure it was like a passion pop or something.
Oh.
You're like, this is the best. Look, it's like 3 standard drinks.
I never drank passion pop.
No, it was like a cheap booze that only had like.
I know what you're talking about. Gossips.
Yellow Glen?
Gossips.
Oh, Gossips.
$4 a bottle.
Yeah.
Sweet as anything.
Yeah, what the hell is in that thing? Just sugar.
Yeah, dude, she's like, look, it's only like, I'm like, what are you gonna get, fucking Blitz? She goes, no, it's only like 3 standard drinks. I'm like, what? So I'm just, she goes, do you want some? I go, man, I'm driving. You're like, no, it's trust
fine.
me, it'll be fine. You're buzzing, man.
Yeah,
it's
well.
all just sugar.
Those days were great.
Isn't it just skins and sugar?
It's fucked. Skins
I
are
haven't
fucked.
had gossip since then, mind you.
All right, look,
I'm more
to be
uppity.
fair,
We've
These
upgraded
days.
to, what's it called?
Grapevine. I don't know. On the grapevine.
On the grapevine.
I was going to say,
2017.
okay, so your non-year-old man lost it because you cut your hair at 8,
That was the only time.
and you what did you do? Like you defiled your what? Like, what was it that pissed them off though about it?
Put it this way, my hair, like, everyone commented on it. My nonno,
It's like a family heirloom.
No, really.
Like, no, yeah,
my
because-
nonno
yeah.
praised it. Like, picture this little girl, right?
That's it. I'm finding the photo. Fuck.
No, I'll show
So
you.
it's like if your grandfather took you out to the shops, people would have been like, "Oh
everyone
my
had
God,
commented
there's
on it.
Aurora with
Okay,
her."
so
You know,
it was a matter of
Yeah.
like it
Everyone.
being the pride of the family.
Yeah.
Correct.
Yeah.
And so I cut off.
Half of it.
I cut off half of it. And not only that, I think they took pride in, and it's a pretty bad message to send an 8-year-old girl, mind you, but a lot in my beauty back then because it was always commented on.
Yeah.
And I remember it as a kid, but like it didn't really, you know what I mean? It didn't really affect me consciously. But when you grow up that way, the subliminal message is that's your worth.
Yeah.
Your beauty is your worth.
I'm getting ready to sell you off, man. I found it. I found it.
Okay,
I found it.
But that's not my hair. That's like, okay, that, but,
Holy
like-
shit, man.
and that's tame. Like, I'm not kidding. Like, it
And you
was
snipped it from like,
this
shoulder length.
shoulder length.
Oh, dude.
Half of it, and my mum had to bob it. Now, bobbed curly hair is out here. So I had an A-line cut. Let's just say without any straightener.
So you look like Curly Sue.
No.
Like a Chinese
'Cause
tourist.
when you cut off the curls like that, because I had so much hair and there was so much weight, the curls dropped. So it was more like a wave.
Did you like it?
No, I fucking hated it.
Okay.
But I pinned it back. I was in grade 4. I was into sports and art and everything else. I wasn't into my looks like everyone else was
Yeah.
into my looks.
This is what I was going to ask you. And actually, this is a pretty relevant question. Okay. This guy said to me when he told me that his missus was pregnant, he goes, God just did me a favour for giving me a boy. What'd you say? What was the exact word?
We found out it was a boy.
Yeah, you said it to
Because I've been all around girls all my life, like females all my life. Like,
But you'd think you'd be good with them by now.
No. He needs a break.
yeah, but I was hoping for like whether I had a boy or a girl, I'd be happy. But because I'll go, just please give me a boy.
Yeah.
And I was like,
understand, for sure.
I finally caught a break or something.
Yeah, he says like, God
got
finally
it
gave me a break.
Yeah.
He said something like that.
Yeah.
And I started laughing.
understand it.
Yeah.
And I always laugh.
Go back to our conversation before this. I get it.
Yeah.
I laughed because I said, yeah, like if you had a daughter, like forget it. it'd be
I have a
over.
question. Oh, sorry.
No. All I was going to say was,
Yeah.
you got chastised and persecuted for cutting your hair
Yeah.
because you lost like the
That's
heirloom of the
heirloom.
family.
Yeah.
I remember specifically, I was getting my hair cut. What was that wog's name at the bus stops in Clayton? Remember? Behind Men's Land?
Gino.
Is it Gino? No, that's on the other side of the railway. It was another Tony. Yeah,
it was Tony.
It's another Tony.
Yeah.
They're both Tonys.
Yeah, but Gino was the one across from the tracks.
Yeah, and Tony was the one next to the bus stop.
Yeah.
This guy, man, like full wog, he was cutting my hair, and then one day, like, he starts flipping out because he had 2 daughters. One was like older than the other. The youngest one was like 3, I think.
Okay.
Maybe. She was pretty young.
Yeah.
And the mother had painted her nails,
Oh.
and he like flipped it.
Yeah. Okay.
Like flipped it, like
Yeah.
I'm talking like, dude,
That's
there were
annoying.
customers, man.
That's
We were all
annoying.
getting our hair cut, and he's like lost his shit.
That's annoying.
It's probably a sign of his little girl growing
And
up.
he said, "I go, come on." I go, "Well, his sister's like, yeah, but not that young." You know, like
Yeah.
started
How
losing
old
it.
was he?
He wasn't that old.
But maybe back then in the 90s,
Like,
like,
this
old
is-
school
It
mentality
was,
is
it
still...
was 90s. It was 90s.
This was me at 3.
I remember that photo.
Sorry, 5.
You just look like mischief, man.
Yeah, man.
You just look like trouble.
Yeah.
Cat.
You know what you look like? You know...
I'm so
Dude.
sweet.
Yeah, exactly.
Look at this.
Exactly. You look so
Funny.
sweet.
My ass.
Yeah, you'd be like that. What's that meme where it's like, she
Fire.
burns down the house?
Murder. Jesus.
Mary had a little lamb.
Oh my God. Guys, the closest I've come to since I was 8, picture this hair up to my butt.
All right.
Get it?
That's a lot of hair. That's
Yeah, that's a lot of hair, man.
Right.
That's like fucking Ingve Malmsteen. Man.
yeah, man. Hey, that motherfucker's got some sicker hair, man.
Dude, that's Ingve Malmsteen.
Dude, what a call.
Yeah, man.
Malmsteen.
Like, who's that now?
Great musician.
Don't Krusty the
Absolute.
Clown, man.
No. One of the greatest.
Kenny G.
Kenny G, man. Look at his hair. Nah, Malmsteen, great musician.
Okay.
Fucking unbelievable.
I gotta find a photo.
This guy, is he fat now or is he skinny?
I don't know.
Because he went through a...
Dude.
Yeah.
Oh, this is a frisball.
Yeah.
Mine wasn't that
Yeah, but no,
frizzy.
look-
It was ringlets.
Yeah, but this is the 80s, man. Look at
Look
this.
how long that is.
Yeah, okay.
What a machine.
That's like a long mullet, though.
That's a mane, dude. That's a fucking mane.
Yeah.
God bless
Yeah.
the hair metal.
But my auntie had the similar hair like that.
Yeah.
My auntie had Maria, yeah. Had the frou-frou, the fucking...
Yeah, add the shoulder pads as
No,
well.
the pads and the blue eyeshadow. Fuck's wrong with these?
You can modernise that,
You know
though.
what's
I can
funny?
see how that could work.
All day, dude, all week. I think I quoted it on the weekend with the rookie. And we're having coffee with the rookie, man. And I said something about Scarface. I can't remember why. And I said, man, that's got the best line ever. You know when he goes to the club, what's the name of the club they always go to? It's got like a Miami name.
Isn't the Havana or some shit?
No. It's the something club, the Bubbaloo Club or some shit. Doesn't matter.
I'm gonna look it up.
They go to the club to find Tony's sister. Because apparently, they don't go there looking for it. They go there and they see her, and she's there with some other random.
I like him. He's a nice guy.
Yeah. And I kept quoting.
Is this in the booth?
Yeah.
Do you remember?
He's sitting there and he's watching them.
He's watching them dance,
And he's
drags
getting-
I'm getting a vague memory.
he
I have to rewatch it.
The guy drags his sister to the Dunnies to do a line of coke,
Yeah.
and they're making out and fucking around.
Yeah.
So then Tony goes in, kicks the door down, beats the shit out of the guy.
Babylon.
The
Babylon
Frank. Yeah. And the one line that sticks out, is when he's dragging her out, and she's like, oh, he knows how to treat a woman, blah, blah, blah. He's like, what? In the toilet? He just loses it about the fucking
In the
toilet.
toilet.
Yeah, and then when Manolo goes up, by taking to the toilet to make out.
Yeah. Dude.
Classy guy. Fucking classy.
Great line.
Dude, all I've got in
Yeah.
my head is Tony Montana screaming at his sister, which is like, oh, Tony's
He's
nice
beat the
guy.
shit out of her.
Hang on, what's this got to do with fucking hair?
She had the same hair. Like that full fucking hairstyle.
Okay.
Picture
Oh, what a movie, man. What a movie. Oh, fuck, I love that movie,
fucking
man.
hair and those shoulder pads.
How many? By taking to the toilet to make out.
Look at the toilet, it just loses it. Anyway, I was just sorry.
Yeah.
Just to go back to what my point
Actually, our
was.
next podcast, I'll wear my hair curly.
Oh, dude, you have to.
I haven't seen it like that since
I will.
2012. Easy.
Yeah.
Hey,
12.
kid, come here. You want to see something funny?
Modernize it. Okay, so
Look at this
yeah.
guy. Look at this guy. Look at this guy.
All right.
Lesbian. I know that movie off by
lost him,
fucking
guys.
heart.
I've lost him.
No.
Dude, we know this movie off by
When
heart.
are we having a movie night?
Dude, if
was the last
you
movie
got
I
a
watched?
DVD player, we can connect it here.
Let's do it.
PS3. I'm on the laptop.
Oh, yeah.
Got 100 options, man.
Okay, I'm down.
Scarface, man. Oh.
Yeah.
But you haven't
Yeah.
seen Blood In, Blood Out. I can't
No.
believe that shit.
You know what's
haven't.
fucked? They're both 3.5 hour long movies.
Yeah.
Both of them.
Well, it's okay. Popcorn.
Order a few pizzas.
Wine, pizza,
Take a week
yeah.
off work.
Or maybe just we'll do that
Beards,
next
like-
podcast. We'll talk for an hour and then watch a movie
The
for
glow of the TV just sets in. She's got that pale fucking.
But you've never seen Scarface, yeah?
No, I have. I
yeah.
have. I
Oh,
just
thank God.
No, I have. But
That's
I,
one out of two at least.
But it's not a cult movie.
Yeah.
Like as in my world.
This is the point I was trying to make, alright? Okay, the barber lost his shit because they painted his little girl's nails.
Yeah, right.
Here's a question, and this guy's just laughing.
I just got scenes running through my head.
A, when did you get your nails painted and like all that sort of shit for the
Yeah.
first time? B, when did your sisters get their nails painted for the first time? C, when would you let your hypothetical or potential
Yeah.
daughter get their nails done for the first time?
Okay. Nick, do you want to go? Or?
Yeah.
My sisters, I think they were... Leah was never girly. Leah was always a tomboy.
big
So
girl's
she
big
didn't
girl.
start doing it. I don't think Leah's ever painted her nails. Still, to this day. Simone was more of the girly one. So I think she was more into the dresses, the nails, the jewellery when she was like about 8, maybe.
You reckon?
About 8, 9 years old. But nothing too full on.
Yeah, but did she do it herself or did someone do it for her?
No, herself. As in, like,
As in
you know,
she got it
yeah,
first,
she's just a little girl and she was, you know, I think it was about that age.
8. So what grade are we in? Like 2?
But Simone loved all that stuff when she was even younger. You know what I mean? Like, she'd do the dresses and the crimp the hair and do all that
my
kind of
God,
shit.
Got it.
Yeah.
Crimping, I know.
Remember crimping?
Yeah.
1995.
Yeah.
That will come
That was
back.
crimp hard, man.
95. I'm just picturing my grade 5 primary school photo.
Yeah.
It was 5s and 6s. So
Yeah.
a lot of the 6s had like, you know, the advanced stylings.
Oh, wow.
And if I had a
crimped.
daughter, I don't know, man. Like, I'd trust Ren to, you know,
Well, what age do you reckon?
like,
Wait, finish that sentence. I
Yeah.
trust Ren to...
oh, no, I'd trust her to make a decision on,
Right.
I don't know anything about that kind of stuff. I just don't
Right.
want,
I like that
My-
you've said that.
yeah, I think she's,
So that's him abandoning all responsibility.
No, but I also no,
Yeah.
but to admit that he doesn't really know. So it's like an opinion is hard to form if you don't know. So
Like, I wouldn't want her going to school every day with makeup and lipstick and she's in
Correct.
primary school. You know what I mean? I
Correct.
don't think that's right.
Right.
She has to
Why
be a
don't
kid.
you think that's right?
Because I want her to be a kid.
Yeah, okay.
I mean, I want a kid to be a kid.
Right.
None of this, like, I don't want
Grow
my
up too
daughter,
early,
and
that
not to be
kind of
vain and to think, oh, if you don't have makeup on, you're ugly. I don't want that. Because I know a lot of kids these days,
Yeah.
that's what they do.
Yeah.
Or you don't have that, or you're a loser, or
Yeah.
you're ugly, you don't have, you know what I mean? Kids are
Yeah.
cruel as fuck.
Right.
So, I don't want my hypothetical daughter to grow up to be like that.
All right,
Fuck that.
your very real son will kick the shit out of anyone.
Guys, straight
there you
damn.
go. There you go.
Damn straight. He would.
Yeah.
Start telling this.
We've heard the story.
Fucking headbutted me today.
You and your
What do you
sister.
mean?
What?
Huh?
What?
And he laughed.
He headbutted you.
Yeah, he laughed.
As in, like, actual...
Yeah, he came to me, he's like, bang, and he started laughing. Kid's gonna be a nut.
Bless him.
Kid's gonna be a fucking nut.
All right.
I love it.
So, you would leave your missus to figure it out?
Yeah, like, I have an opinion,
Yeah,
but
yeah.
I trust her enough to...
No. No. Yet. No. Yet. Every language.
I think.
Okay, how old were you when you first
Yeah.
started doing that shit?
So my grandmother's sister-in-law, who's quite young, she's still within the family. She was kind of shunned though, and whatever. She was married to my grandmother's brother,
Italian?
Italian,
Yeah.
but he had an accident when in his 20s, and it like not fucked her up, but fucked their son up, and they blamed her. So she was kind of shunned. Anyway, but she would come in, and I had a really nice relationship with her, and she would do her nails and whatever, and everyone would look down on, she was like too dolly and whatever, and they kind of blamed her for his death. They didn't know if it was a suicide, whatever, all of this stuff. Anyway. She was my first introduction to all that, because my mum would paint her nails and whatever. She was a teacher, and I'd always hear her in heels coming home, that kind of thing. And I was that type of child that I changed clothes like 4 times a day.
Really?
And I would twirl, and I would like I loved it. Like I loved.
How old are we talking here?
5, 4,
Well,
5, 6.
The twins are doing that now.
Yeah.
They
And I
they
love
choose what
that.
they wear now. They love to go through
but
the
my mum
cupboard.
didn't let me choose. Like if I was inside the house, she'd like do whatever.
Yeah, because you'd play.
But exactly, and I was playing, but my mum never let me choose. She'd
Yeah, family visiting and stuff?
I'd have to compromise with her, but she would ultimately say yes or no to my outfit.
Yeah.
Sorry,
yeah.
quick. Were you allowed to wear whatever you wanted to family shit? No.
No.
I just realised, dude, I had no say.
My clothes were ready for me on my bed.
I had no
Get dressed. The socks.
Yeah.
Where
And then
everything was laid out.
When I was old enough to get the shit myself, I wasn't enough to pick. It's like,
Yeah.
go get that shirt,
Yeah.
those slacks, those shoes. I don't want to wear them.
Yeah, yeah.
You're wearing that, whether you like it or not.
Dude, me and remember going through old photos the other day. I found all my old photos as a kid.
Jesus.
She's like, "What are you wearing?" I go, blame my mother.
Yeah.
Can I say though, my mum, phenomenal. Now when I look back on
Style.
photos, I'm like, yeah, I wouldn't have let us pick. Like,
Yeah.
I was wearing skirts and slippers, like whatever.
Yeah.
You know, so it made no sense.
Dude, I remember specifically being old enough at one point to understand that, like, I didn't like these clothes, not because I didn't feel
Yeah.
comfortable, I just didn't like them.
Right.
And I remember the very last time my mum picked my outfit specifically, like as in, this is what you're fucking wearing. I can't tell you how old I was, but I was old enough to be aware. Like, we're talking towards the end of primary school.
Right.
And for some reason, she pulled out the authority card and said, "Nah, you're wearing this." I'm like, I don't want to fucking wear this shit. It looks ridiculous.
Was it World War III?
I remember it was a massive blue.
Yeah.
In the end, I just said, fine, whatever. Went to this Barbie and just felt completely ostracized and isolated. Just because you're kids, you know what I mean? It's like, who the fuck's this guy? And I didn't feel comfortable, so I wasn't open to fucking talking to
Yeah.
anyone, and just spent the entire barbecue like by myself, isolated in a corner of this fucking property. And I remember leaving, and I was like, and I think my mum jerried that she fucked up, where she should have just like backed off and let me do whatever I wanted. By that point,
I
just
always
looked at
think
her.
now, like, what do they think of our trends? Like, the earring, the tats, the whatever. Like, I'm like, poor parents.
I can tell you exactly what they think of it. Okay, well, hang on. How old were you when
No,
you got
but they
yours
let it
pierced?
go, though. They let it go.
Well, I got a tat before I got anything pierced.
Yeah, I know.
But see, my grandfather had more of a problem with my piercings than my tats.
Yeah.
Yeah. He goes to me, "What are you, a poofta?" Like,
Yeah.
legit.
Yeah, that's
They
because
have
Because
that belief.
he'd be like, I mean, I got an eyebrow ring and I took my grandma to Greece to see her sisters and stuff, and she wouldn't let me get off the plane until I took my eyebrow ring out. She wouldn't get off the plane, dude. We were the last people on the plane. This is at Athens airport. We've landed.
Do you know what I copped? Man,
That's it.
that's funny because like my old man, when I went from Cyprus to
Bless him.
Greece, dude, I was 25. I just turned 25. I went from Cyprus to
grown
Greece.
man.
Yeah, so I was a grown man, but it was the first time I'd gone back to Greece as an adult,
Yeah.
right? And I hadn't been
And
back
by
since,
yourself, right?
Yeah,
Yeah.
And I hadn't been back since '98. So I was like 12 or something when I'd first gone.
The first time, sorry, did you go with your family?
Me, my sister, and my mum.
All right.
Yeah, but that was like 98.
Yeah.
Yeah.
So
when I went
by
back in like
yourself as an
2000 and what was it, 9, 10?
Yeah.
Yeah, after Marty's 21st.
Yeah.
My old man had called me before I left Cyprus, and he's like, "When you go to Greece," because I was going to meet his a lot of his extended family.
Yeah.
My old man had this whole other family. Like his old man, like his parents had gone separated when he was a kid.
Oh, right.
So his old man went and had another family.
Yeah.
They didn't know anything
Lots of
about it.
halves and
Yeah,
lots
they're
of,
like all these half siblings. Yeah, they didn't know.
Was it duty that you went to see them, or were you
I
in contact?
had no interest to go because
Did your dad make you go?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Well, look, he didn't make me go.
No, but he's like, you should go.
But I said, look, I'll go. I'll touch base.
At
with
least
these
meet
heads.
them once in
I'll
your
touch base
life
with them. I'll see what happens
No,
after
that-
that.
right.
Right? If they warm up to me, cool. But I've got no. I said to him flat out because he only discovered him like 10, 15 years ago.
Oh, wow.
Yeah, that's another long story.
Yeah, it's a great one.
But,
I want to know more about that.
I will.
Okay.
Okay, but before I flew out for Greece, I was in Cyprus and the old man's called me. He's like, "You're going to Greece tomorrow?" I'm like, "Yeah." He's like, "Get yourself cleaned up. Don't go looking-
Cleaned up.
Yeah, like go get a haircut. Don't because I'm like, what do you mean? Before I
Nice
left Melbourne,
fade.
I had like a mohawk. Like I specifically remember Marty's birthday. I had a fresh sort of wog mohawk. Yeah,
Yeah.
and he was like, "Okay, don't like go get a haircut. Fucking look presentable." And I said, "Mate," literally, I said, "Mate, I'm 25 on the other side of the world. I'll go as I fucking want." Like literally, and he just went quiet and he cracked it. I went fine. Like hung up. Do whatever I want.
Your dad seems like he has a lot of aggression.
Dude, of course he does. Dude, I landed.
on.
I landed in Greece. Landed. Yeah. Got off the plane, and my auntie was there waiting for me. And she grew up in Melbourne. Yeah. So she's the sister of the one who's here
Okay.
now. So they grew up in Paran. They're
Yeah,
wogs like
right.
us. You know what I mean? They left when they were in their early mid-20s.
Okay.
Dude, I landed. She's come up. She goes, "Hey." I'm like, "Hey." She goes, "Welcome to Greece." I'm like, "Yeah, nice to be here." I hadn't seen her in like 20 years, plus. Cool. Literally, I don't think I even got my bag yet. I left I hadn't even left the terminal. We were still in the airport. My phone's rung. I'm like, "Hello?" He's like, "Yeah, hi, la la la." I can't remember if it was my phone or my auntie's phone, but someone's phone rang and it was
Yeah.
the old man.
Yeah.
And I can't remember if it was her that answered it or I did, or she got to the phone. She's like, yeah, I just got here. Yeah, I'm here. And he's like, "What do you mean? He looks fine." That's what my old man was saying to my auntie.
Yeah.
Like, she's looked at me, she's like, "What do you mean? He looks fine." In Greek, she says something like, he's like
Dax, you know.
looks like a handsome young man. What's your problem? Like, literally. And I just went, she's hung up on him. She goes, "What was that about?" I'm like, "Yeah." Okay, he fucking gave me the marching orders before I even took off from Cyprus about the thing. And she just rolled her eyes. She goes, "Yeah, whatever." Do you know what I did? In order to counter meeting his family?
I'll raise you.
I go, "Yeah, I'll see your neuroses
and raise.
and raise." I call, right? She said, "What do you want? Is there anything you want to do like in your first week?" Yeah, I go, "Look, I got a lot of audio work, but I want to do A, B, and C." She goes, "Cool." One of those A, B's, and C's was get my hair done. She goes, "What do you want to get done?" I go, "I want to get it all fucking greyed, like just bleached white grey, short." She goes, "Yeah, done." She goes, "I got the perfect guy," and it was like a local hairdresser. There was like celebrity hairdresser with the stars.
So did he?
Yeah, literally, yeah, Stavro. Yeah. And this guy travelled to America, knew English, like, you know what I mean? Like,
Yeah.
it was pretty flamboyant, but
Yeah.
he knew his shit. Like, you paid $300 an hour to go see this guy.
Yeah, right.
And she goes, "Yeah, it'll be my Christmas present to you. Well, let's do it. Let's go do it before we go meet the rest of the family."
Is this, sorry, this is the cousin?
This is my auntie.
Auntie. Is she quite young and hip herself?
Fuck. This was, nearly 10 years ago, and she would have probably been in her late 40s at that point.
Oh, good on her.
Yeah.
Oh,
Probably late 40s, I think, somewhere there.
how nice is that? Yeah, cool.
Yeah,
Okay.
late 40s.
Yeah, so you went and got your hair done.
Yeah, so I got all the bleach. Then I managed to get another piercing while I was in Greece.
What was the piercing?
Well, I got one done in Cyprus up here.
Yeah.
I got the next one done in Greece underneath that part of the ear, and I got my nose done the week before I left to come back to Australia.
Okay.
But then she took me to Zara in Athens CBD, and like she goes, if these fucking hacks, because she didn't like this other side of the family, like she wasn't impressed by him. She goes, if they're gonna meet my fucking nephew, like they're gonna fucking see some shit hot shit. So we went and like literally bought like new outfit, and she splurged because like she'd never got to like. She said to me, dude, I was explaining this to someone the other day. The first day when I got to her house, we had something to eat. I stood up, grabbed my plate, and took it to the sink and just started rinsing it off. And she's like, "What are you doing?" I'm like, "What?" She's, "What the fuck are you doing?" I'm like, "Rinsing my plate." She says, "Put it down, sit the fuck down." I'm like, "Why?" She goes, "Let me tell you something." She goes, "I've missed out on birthdays, I've missed out on Christmases, I've missed out on like 2 decades worth of like all these fucking things. There's no fucking way you're touching a plate in my house. I don't give a shit." Like, that's what she said.
Yeah. They missed everything and they want to...
I've missed everything. She goes, you're not going to complain. You're not going to argue with me. You're not going to backtalk. Like, whatever I want to buy you, I'm going to buy you. Whatever I'm going to do for you, I'm going to fucking do for you.
What a sweetheart.
Yeah.
Have you been in contact with her since?
I actually haven't spoken to her in a bit. Last time was, maybe a year ago. I don't remember.
You should check in. Just check in.
Yeah, I probably should.
You should. That seems like really, like, heartfelt and warm.
Look.
Just every now and then. It's not like a weekly thing, but it's like, hey,
honestly,
how you going?
Man, while I was there, I spent the majority of time when I was in Greece and in Athens. I spent the majority of time with her.
Yeah.
Like,
She
she's
seems
recently
cool.
just become retrenched.
Right.
I was there, like, just refining myself, you know. So
Yeah.
she filled me in
So
on a lot of
bond-
stuff that I
yeah.
wasn't aware of.
Cool.
But yeah. Anyway, that was the point. I rocked up. I'll call and raise you. I rocked up to that fucking family gathering with all my
What did
old
they
man
say?
siblings.
What was the consensus?
They didn't freak. They were just more like, who the fuck's this rock star that just rolled in off the, like, do you know what I mean? I've rocked up, bleached blonde hair, piercings, brand new shit, like, yeah, what's up? I'm from Melbourne, you know what I mean? And then my old man called the house while I was there. Or
Do you
like,
know what they said about it?
yeah, they were like, yeah, he's fine. They were literally saying shit like, yeah, he's a handsome young man. What's your problem? We weren't expecting this. And like, what do you mean? His hair's like all blonde. The young man would have fucking had a panic attack. When I heard that, I raised my scotch. Just went, that's right.
Oh my God. Troubled child.
No, but when you go overseas, man, the family look after you. Like, if you've got a good family, like I've got a great family overseas.
Yeah.
And I still talk to them every now and then. So, it's the same thing. Like, I stay with my auntie and I don't do anything. Like, it's really... I feel bad, though. I feel bad. Like, so bad. Like, oh, let me just do this. And exactly like I did. Like, just go outside and have a cigarette. Like, do you know what I mean? Like, go do something. Like, you have to be here. Let me I'll wash your clothes. Give me all your clothes. And I'm like, I feel bad, man. You're like my auntie. Like, you're my blood. But I don't see you, like, every day. And you're going to wash my jocks. Man, I can wash my jocks. It's all right. You know what I mean?
Can we just talk?
Yeah.
Like, literally.
Yeah. I feel bad.
We'll talk. Relax. Just give me your shit.
Yeah.
What do you want to eat? That's not fuss.
Yeah. What do you want to eat?
What do you want to eat? Food.
I know,
Whatever
it's
you're
like-
all eating. It's fine.
Yeah.
I'd get drunk, right? I'd go be out with my cousins and stuff. I'd get home like 4 in the morning, and she would get up and ask me if I'm hungry. And she'd make me like mad, like toasted cassetti sandwiches, man. Cheese sandwiches.
I haven't bought cassette in ages.
Oh, dude, this cheese is like game over.
Yeah, man, I miss buying cassette. The sandwiches?
Yeah, just sandwiches. That's it.
Oh.
And she'd make it for me 4 in the morning in her fucking nightie. She'd get up, maybe she'd be like, here. And then she'd be like, I'm going to go, go to sleep. You don't have to make me this. She goes, sorry, eat.
Okay, sorry to get sidetracked.
Good times.
What age would you allow your daughter to start fucking around with nail polish?
Okay. Okay. What I was going to say was, I think that times have changed, and it's in the sense that even when I was a kid, like,
Are you saying that like in spite of me? Like I have some other...
No, just that when I was a kid, like, my parents looked down on that. Like, they didn't want that to happen too early. I was probably 9 when this person took me, like, with her to get her nails done, and all it was like paint, you know, like, it wasn't any, like, acrylics or anything like that. That's a bit much, right?
Shellac on an 8-year-old.
Right, so, so, and they got annoyed at her. So that happened when I was about 9. Now I think of it and I see how even the little girl I look after, and Grace and her mum, like, I get my nails done like every 3 weeks. Like, it's rare that I have nothing on. It's almost part of our lifestyles. Like, I like the idea of me and my daughter doing it together, and it's about like, it's not necessarily about what I look like. It's
What age,
colour.
Aurora? What age?
Yeah, I know, but I'm just giving the backstory.
Hey, I'm getting the backstory, but I'm asking specifically, what age?
What age?
23.
Can I just say this? No, listen. To be honest, it's not about the age. It's about her maturity level and
Let's
understanding what's
assume
going on.
she's completely immature.
Yeah, and an old soul. If she's like me, then I'm going to go
She
with...
spills the wine glass.
You don't know me.
Yeah.
If she's like me, like, I would say maybe 11, 12. That's
So,
fine.
Just before high school.
Yeah. So
Yeah, entry level high school sounds
grade 6.
around right.
You know, grade 5. We can go and do it together. Not every time. Every so often. Something like that. Like, I think I don't want to get her in the habit of it. It's like shaving. The moment you start shaving, you're going to shave for the rest of your life. And, like, you're not a kid anymore. You know, so it's that kind of thing.
It'll be a treat. Like maybe
You don't want to lose that innocence.
Closest
Exactly.
birthday.
It's like, we can do it for self-expression, and it's fun, and yay, summer holiday.
Let's do it for your birthday.
Look,
Yeah,
we,
I was
go
gonna
back, we
say-
go back to school, we
Yeah.
take it off.
Yeah.
I was going to
You know,
say
it's that kind
the
of
best
thing.
way. The best way I would bring it up would be literally the day I get asked about it. I'd be like, have a chat to the other person involved and say, all right, you know what, your birthday's coming up. Let's do it for your birthday. We'll have like
A celebration.
It's a dinner or some shit. We'll do it. Introduce it as something that's done for special occasions and
Correct.
such and such. Does that make sense?
Yeah,
Yeah.
absolutely. You know what? With the old schoolers, like, you know, your dad, like, and just my all the old schoolers.
Yeah.
Their mentality was, if you started too young, that you were going to turn into a putana.
Yeah.
Straight up.
Well, that's the thing. Back
that's
in,
the bad
back in
thinking.
those
That's-
days,
yeah.
though, back in like even the
A
1920s,
girl
whatever.
that flaunted was single.
The
and
ones that put on makeup, you were a whore.
Absolutely.
And that was the correlation.
That's the mentality that they had.
And unfortunately, that was. I find that really sad.
Yeah.
And my nonna, who I was really close to, used to say, like, makeup's fine, but don't, like, because what that's, no, but the reason though that she said that was, there's an Italian saying, and if you translate it, it basically says, where nature lacks, paint, I guess
makes up
flourishes,
for it kind of
makes
thing?
up for it.
Yeah.
So it's like saying that if you've got too much makeup on, you're ugly. Like, you don't need that much makeup
need-
if you're beautiful.
'cause nature
like, it's that
does
kind
its-
of thing. Like,
Yeah, I get
you
ya.
use it to enhance,
Yeah.
but not to overshadow. Like, it's that kind of thing.
You don't remember? I remember for my 18th birthday, I think I might have said this on like a really, really early episode. For my, because like going through school, I never like fucked with my hair, like as in bad. Like, do you know what I mean? Like, I was pretty straightforward.
You've gone through many evolutions.
Yeah, but from what age? That's the difference.
Yeah, exactly.
For my 8th, I basically kept it straight and narrow because the old man was on some sort of fucking parent council shit. And he represented, like, for some reason, he got into the alliance of, like, that's it, it was fucked. It was like on a board.
Power, control, I
It
get
was
it.
insane. They dude, they got word about him from, like, the primary schools. It was a consensus. Like,
Oh,
we
God.
need him
They
representing.
nominated him because they were scared, the fear.
Yeah.
Jesus.
Because it was that volatile. They nominated the cunt. It was hilarious. But because of him, there was like this public show of face that you had to have, even though like I was
Bella
never...
figura in Italian
Yeah.
is what it's called.
Exactly. I was never at school until, and then in year 12 I sort of mellowed out. But then out of, not respect, but just out of any issues, I just personally didn't fuck with my hair like entire way through high school. I kept it pretty normal. For my 18th birthday, I let my sister decide what I was going to do to my hair.
Okay.
So she opted for the cheetah patches before they became in vogue. Yeah.
I hope they never come back.
Oh, it was the best hair, man. Fucking like cheetah patches, short, spiky.
Oh, shocking.
Come home. I didn't see the old man for like a day or two because I was staying at my cousin's house or something. Yeah. And then I've come home and he's fucking lost it. He's just like, what have you fucking done? I'm like, nothing, got my hair done. Like, what's the problem? You know, sister did whatever she wanted. He outright like almost started weeping. It's like, it's just the best thing for our family and blah, blah,
my
blah.
God.
I'm just looking at him like, are you for real, man? I go, you think my hair is going to change anything to do with his family? Like, are you insane?
Yeah.
Because they're going to look at you and you're going to tarnish the name.
Dude,
That's what it
he
is.
literally fell to pieces. I'm like, you're fucked.
Having said that, my first piercing, I've always wanted to have a belly piercing at 16. Never thought about it because of the crap that I'd get, right? So you know when
I'm just picturing a teenage girl going home with a belly piercing
Yeah,
in
you
an
know-
Italian stronghold.
Wow.
Short!
I did ask. They were like,
You got
no.
some balls, man.
Okay. No, I didn't at 16. So I let it go. At 20, I'm like, screw this. So spontaneously, I went to get my belly pierced. It hurt like hell because I did it at the back of Hair House Warehouse.
Jeez.
It was the worst, right? Yeah, it was infected. Oh my God. Like, I almost fainted cleaning it the
they
day
charged you.
after. They charged me, yeah.
20 bags.
Right.
With jewelry.
Anyway, this was maybe a year later.
Yeah.
I was wearing a little short midriff. My dad and mum and I think brother were in the dining room, were doing
But
something.
you'd forgotten about it? Like, you didn't...
I actually put on the midriff and I was like, I should cover it. But I was just blasé because I'm like, at this stage, who gives a shit?
You should cover it.
Right?
Should be right.
Should be right.
And no one noticed, but my mum, she went, and I was like, what do you mean? What? Like, I thought there
Something
was a
happened,
spider
like something-
or something.
yeah.
Like, what's going on? And she's like, what's that? And like, oh my God. And I just breathed a sigh of relief when I knew it wasn't a fucking insect. And she was like, oh my God, what did you do? And she goes, John, look at what your daughter did. Seriously, this is what he did. He was on the computer at the time. He looks and he's, oh, can you take it out? Yeah, Dad. Oh, well, Lydia, shush.
Cold.
I was like, yeah.
Went back to play solitaire.
Don't annoy me. Don't talk to me.
Vegas. Draw 3.
It's the best. So that was my first experience with a piercing. But that's it. And the tattoo, my mum didn't know until 3 years later. And at that stage, all my cousins have like sort of gotten them and whatever. And she was sort of assimilated. And she goes, hang on, so where is it? And I said, here, and this is what it looks like. And she goes, oh, that's nice. So she was kind of like,
Yeah, see...
you know what I mean? She warmed up to it.
I got my first tat, and my mum didn't find out about it until I got my second tat, which was the family one.
Okay.
So I sort of broke her in with that one.
Yeah.
So she's like
'Cause it's kind of
mid
nice.
crying, and then like I've revealed the next one. She's like, "You're an idiot." You're like literally. She's
But they
crying-
can't do anything.
Yeah,
That's
she
the
was
thing.
crying out
Yeah.
of the first one, then called me an idiot for the second one.
Well, that's what I was saying. Now they're just like, they don't care. Like, they have to let it go. Like, we're going to do what we're going to do, and just let it go.
I don't know, man. Like, I could care less. But you know, the other thing is, dude, since I started the sleeve, like, because all my other tats are concealed, yeah? My sleeve is the first one that was actually visible, like, you know. I've been to, Christmas, Easter, 2 Christmases, no, a Christmas and an Easter since I started the sleeve.
Warm weathers.
Yeah, warm weathers, and I've kept it concealed. Purely because I couldn't be fucked with questions about it.
Dealing with it.
Not because, like, my mum's seen it. Like, she's seen it. You know what I mean? She's seen them. But it's the rest of the family. I didn't want that to be the centerpiece.
No, I get it. It's protection.
You know what I mean?
Yeah.
It's like, man, I can't be bothered.
I'm actually getting
Right.
laser next week.
Oh
I am?
my God, I was just about to ask that, Nick.
But tattoo laser.
What's that mean?
Getting my...
Like
these
removed?
Yeah, these
Yes,
two.
so I've only got one. I actually want to go get another. But this one that I got has bled, and it's not that... And I don't love it, like the look of it. I love what it is, but I don't...
Cover it.
Right, but I wanted to get it lasered off.
Yeah. I'm going to a guy, he's actually on Chapel Tattoo. He's got a room back there, and I'm getting it done there.
Expensive?
It's 150 a session.
Yeah, it's like the cost of a tat.
And the...
But it doesn't matter how big or small it is?
no, my one is like, how big is yours?
Yours
roughly?
is just riding.
Oh,
Yeah,
that.
Yours is just like
Oh,
straight.
dude, it'll be
Yeah.
cheaper than that. His prices start from 80.
Yeah.
$80 a session.
But
My
I
one's
know someone that was
150
like
because my one's like
47.
that.
Right.
And he goes, I can get rid of that in 3 sessions, done. And he goes, you can get it re-tattooed and everything. So
I heard
I'm
it's
getting...
really painful.
Yeah.
It is. I've had one done. I've had one done already. And it's just, I had it done
And
probably
you
last
can
year.
smell like burning flesh.
Yeah.
It is burning flesh.
Yeah.
That's what it is.
Dude, seriously, I'd rather have 3 tattooists working on my whole body than because that only went for like a minute and a half. It literally takes 2 seconds, and it fucking killed. I don't care. You want to be a man, and someone says it doesn't fucking hurt. Now go fuck yourself.
Try and describe the pain to me.
Burning. Just burning?
Yeah, imagine getting like a piece of metal,
Yeah.
right, and
Yeah.
dipping it into molten lava,
Yeah.
and then scraping it against your back.
Look how graphic it
Okay.
is.
No,
Do you know what I mean?
I got that.
But it goes quick. But once they stop, they put a cooling gel, and the pain's gone. It's just you're just irritated, whatever.
Like sunburn.
Yeah.
Right.
And then after a day or 2, you're fine. But
Okay.
you can't. You have to do it every like 4 to 6 weeks.
Oh, wow.
You need to let it heal. because
Can you
scabs and stuff.
get slaughtered before you go in, or is it like tats where you can't?
Nah, because
Bleeding.
It'll bleed out. It'll bleed out a bit.
Yeah.
So if you cut easily and stuff like that, you bleed
I
out.
bruise easily. I do bruise easily.
Or is a banana?
I bruise easy.
I bruise easy. I hate that. I hate hearing I bruise
You know what
easy.
though? You'll be
But it's
fine.
fucking true.
Where is the? Do you mind to advise where is the tattoo?
It is in my pelvic region.
Okay. It won't
Just
take long.
above a cesarean section.
That size tattoo like that,
Yeah. Well,
sorry,
it'll
it's
literally,
for
it'll
sports,
literally
But it's
take
very
him.
sensitive skin there.
You
like-
know what? It'll literally take that to do it. Like, I'm not even joking. About 25 to 30 seconds
Yeah, cool.
for a session.
Yeah.
And it'll go white.
So do
it'll
you
go
think-
fucking white, man. You should see it. It goes white. And you're like, what
Does
the
it
fuck?
bubble?
Dragon Ball
Does
Z.
it-
Yeah.
Does it bubble?
Huh?
Does it bubble or
No,
raise
because
or
if
blister?
you go to a proper person and they put a cooling gel first, they put like a cream and they clean it off so it's got like a seal, and then they do the laser and they just look after it straight away and then they cover it.
Okay.
So but as long as you look after it too, it's like a tattoo. You just gotta look
right.
after it. That's all.
Okay.
Yeah. So
Yeah,
if
no, I
you
really
want,
wanna get it
I'm
done.
going next week to this new person. I
Yeah.
What day?
think I'm going on the Tuesday
Yeah. What time?
during the day.
Are you
Yeah,
doing
cool.
both of them at the same time?
Doing this one first because
Just
I've already got
text
the
me and
design
let
for
me
this. Yeah. And then this one, he said this one's going to be easier because it's just black. See, I've got
Right.
colours in
No,
this.
see, mine's black too.
Yeah,
So we-
it'll take,
But
dude,
that's just
2
dainty-
sessions.
That's just dainty script, isn't it?
Yeah.
yeah.
You'll be fine.
Dude,
It's really
it'll
just
take,
outline
honestly,
and- Back with something with-
he'll look at that and
solid.
be like, dude, I'll get that
Done.
off in nothing.
I'll get it over lunch. You know what I mean?
Yeah. And the
But
machines he
obviously I
uses is
still
really
need,
good.
Sessions, a few sessions.
Probably like 2.
Yeah,
Right.
maybe 2.
Yeah,
Wow.
I'd say for that size, and if it's just black, see that one I've got here, it's quite dark, and it goes all like it goes
And I
pretty much
hear
around.
colour is really difficult.
Yeah, I've got green and red
Yeah.
on this, and he goes, I can get that down to faint. So when he goes, the rest I can get rid of, like gone. You wouldn't
Yeah.
even notice there was a tat there. With the green and the reds, he goes, it's a bit more difficult. I don't have a lot of it, which is okay. But he goes, because I'm getting like black, like same color, like
Yeah.
dark. So it's going to cover it anyway. He goes,
Why
you won't
are
even notice.
getting rid of yours?
But I got it done when I was a kid, and it looks fucked.
yeah.
I was a child when I got this done.
I wagged school. I originally wagged school. I'm like, fuck
I was-
this.
I was 12.
child. And then I go to the school and he goes, it was that sugar man
I know,
at
I know.
Memorial Grade. He's like, you 18? Yeah. He's like, bullshit. I go, dude, I got a free period, man. I'm in year 12. I'm 18. I've already turned 18. You got ID? No. What do you want? I go, that. He's like, all right, sit down.
Done.
But I went back and got this one from him as well.
Yeah.
But it was really dated. I got my first tats back in like 2001.
Yeah.
Dude, that's before tats were tats. Like, you know what I mean? Like,
Every dickhead has got tats.
yeah.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? Like, but when I first got my tat, I was not afraid to show people, but I always loved, like I said last time, I loved the art
Yeah.
behind tats.
Yeah.
I didn't get it to like show off.
But
I never
that's-
lifted my, these sick
yeah.
cunts that they lift their
Yeah.
t-shirts. I never did that because this was for me. You know, I love the art side of things, but
I think we're in a day and age where tats aren't a big deal anymore.
no, I wouldn't think so.
They're not, but the thing is, I never regret mine, and I don't hate the design or anything. It's just the tattoo artist, I guess. Like, because a lot of the stuff I like are kind of like fine line and whatever, and now they have different ways of doing the fine line tattoo and like,
There's a
you know,
pla-
so
good
they
place in
don't
Richmond.
bleed and that
Watch.
kind
There's a
of
good
thing.
place in Richmond.
Yeah.
Called Fine Line Tattooing.
I know.
Yeah,
They're
I follow
amazing.
them.
They're great.
But it's more intricate than that. They're quite simple. Like I like the fine line, but intricate.
There's a cool place if you want to get more tats, your kind of style.
Mm.
See, the ones we get are different, so you've got to go to a specific artist. Like I do, like the whole Latino fucking black
Yeah.
Chicano fucking stuff. So I go to a guy that does that.
Yeah.
For you, there's a place in Ormond called Alchemy.
Yeah, I
Oh,
know
have
that.
a
I know
Look
that
them up
joint.
on North Road.
It's on North Road. Yeah.
Oh,
They
wow.
are really good, popular. A lot of female artists. I still say to this day, female artists are the best artists.
Yeah.
Because their eye for
Attention to
detail is
yeah.
number
I get
one.
it. Okay, cool. I'll look it up.
So look at Alchemy; they're really good, and they got like I think 4 or 5 different artists in there. So you can pick, you know, and you go in there like any tattoo shop. You walk in there, they're like, "What are you after?" And they kind of like, "Oh, that might be your kind of style." So we'll hand you over to
yeah.
Brad. Do you know? I don't know. You know what I mean?
Bradley.
Jeff, and they'll sketch something up for you, give you some ideas, and blah 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 blah.
Yeah, yeah,
So
yeah, cool.
Malika, what happened to your tooth?
Oh, dude, because it's fucked. 'Cause I got a feeling when I was a kid
Simple,
in Clayton,
it's fucked.
next to the pools. All right, I never went back, man. I go, fuck this,
I went there as well.
and it full fell out.
Yeah.
And I had a massive hole there for years, and it just went black. It died. Tooth's dead. And
need a
I
crown.
got it filled
Yeah.
last year. Oh no, at start of the year. Why are we July? Shit, August.
Jesus. Yeah. August tomorrow.
That's
and
scary.
just yesterday, actually, I got it done, and a week later, it got infected from underneath. Because he didn't clean it out. And then to take the filling out,
I know that
rinse
pain,
it,
mate.
put
I know that
he
pain.
put a little antibiotic thing inside so it dissolves.
Yeah.
So for the infection, and it just happened again last night.
Dude, I
haven't slept.
Do you know why?
Actually haven't slept
Dude,
since.
that's what happened to me last
Yeah.
year when it finally just
Gave
died
out.
and you had to get a thing.
Yeah.
Dude, the tooth next to the one that I don't know if it's the tooth next to the one I got the root canal, because if you get a root canal, you kill the nerve, so you're not meant to feel anything.
Yeah.
This is straight pain.
Yeah.
So I think I've left me not getting the crown that long because I didn't have money. I didn't have money. I'm getting a tat done again tomorrow. But I didn't
It
have
all
money.
goes to the pine nuts.
Yeah, I didn't have money for
Priorities, man.
priorities.
Tattoo, man.
Literally,
What are you, nuts?
Literally, I went 2 weeks ago. I'm going tomorrow.
Eating's overrated. Are you kidding me?
Dude, I forced myself to go buy meat for my freezer because I opened the fridge. It looks so sad.
No.
I had like half a lemon and
Oh,
an empty
no.
tub of like butter. Like, this is fucked.
Yeah. Yeah.
No, that's it. And I was biting down on something, or I was having a cup of coffee, and just the pain just
Yeah.
shot through my jaw again. I'm like, what the fuck? And you know what the irony is, man? It's not even the irony. But the last time I went, I said to the girl at the desk, she was, when do you want to book in your next session, like to do the next feeling and to do this thing and that? I said, listen, man, I go, I'm fucking done. Just give me, I go, please, just delay it for a couple of weeks just because I'm over this. She said, oh, you're nearly there. I go, no, I'm not. I go, I'll be back here. I go, I guarantee you the next time you see me, I'll have more shit to do. No, don't be silly, you know, you mean it. Watch! I've got an appointment on Friday, man.
Yeah, forget it.
I'm going to go in and like, okay, so do you want
Double session.
Yeah, like, do you want to tackle that filling next to the wisdom tooth? No. Have a look at the bottom left. We've got breaking development. Literally.
How are they not telling you that?
Huh?
How are they not telling you, like...
Because they probably didn't think that it would fall out. I told you my teeth are shit. I
But
brushed
they
them.
should be doing x-rays and understanding how shit
No,
they
they
are.
do. But they're trying to make money too.
Yeah.
So
So
they'll bring
another-
you in. Yeah. But see, the guy today is like, look, man, he goes,
Look, man.
he's really cool.
I'll level with you.
He's all right. He's a Kiwi.
I'll level with
he's
you.
like, look, man. You know what was in? He gave shit to the nurse in there, like, you know, the dentist nurse,
the-
the
Aw. Assistant.
Because Prodigy was playing. It's like, I'm a fire starter, but I'm in the chair. What is and all I hear is a Prodigy. I'm like,
Firestarter is a great
and
track.
he's laughing. He's like, oh, that's her music, not mine. I'm like, that's all right, man. That's all right. After that, I'm like, all right. But he goes, I'll call you tomorrow, see how it is, you know, if it's settled down, whatever. And he goes, when you're ready, he's actually really good. He goes, when you're ready,
Yeah.
he goes, then come to me, we'll book you in, and we'll go ahead with the next stage. But he goes, just, if that's cool for now, and you don't want to do it right now, whatever.
I can't.
He's really good. He's a really good, I told you about him last time. He's a
I
really
was
good,
gonna
really
say-
good dentist, man.
Oh, man, of all the money that I've
Yeah.
spent on, like, dentists in the last 12 months, I've bitched and complained, like, big time. Like, this is a joke, what a fucking rip-off, blah, blah, blah.
It is a rip-off.
You know what's a rip-off, man? I don't think it's the actual dental work. I think the shit around it, like the x-rays, they're a rip-off.
Oh, yeah.
The x-rays are bullshit.
100%.
Yeah.
Because it's like, go get this x-ray, it's $130. For what? You're taking a photo.
Are you
right?
going to need this special antiseptic for your mouthwash?
Yeah.
What?
But, dude, you think about it, yeah? If I, like, dude, I cut my finger, like, chopping up some celery or something the other day, and it's bled out. I'm like, there.
Should be alright.
Band-aid
Yeah.
on it. And it's
Yeah.
still bleeding. I'm like, there. It's fine. I don't give a fuck.
Should be alright, mate.
Yeah. Dude, if I cut myself, I wouldn't be able to suture it back up. I'm not like Johnny Rambo that's going to just, like, you know,
Yeah.
fucking, like,
Yeah.
man versus wild sort
Yeah.
of shit.
Oh,
Big grills.
Dude, I couldn't.
Yeah.
I'm fucking honest, yeah? I couldn't do that shit. I couldn't fucking... Not because I'm scared of the pain. I wouldn't have my hands shake because of all the codeine. Yeah? But, dude,
Feel the drugs.
I'm telling you, my nerves are shot. But you think about what a dentist actually does, man. Like, the wisdom tooth and all the shit, and the root canal. We're talking like microscopic millimeters. They're wearing one of those monocles that the jewelers wear, you know, to see if it's a real carat diamond.
Yeah.
And they work within inches, like millimeters of millimeters.
Dude, when he pulled out my wisdoms, he got real close and he's like doing all this. And I hadn't been to a dentist for years because I fucking hate dentistry, man. Because last time I went, they butchered me. They ruined my tooth. I had to pull out my own tooth.
Wow.
Yeah, dude. Don't even. It was real bad.
Which dentist are you going to?
Gunpowder and rum.
Oh, dude, honestly, I had to
Anti-grandmas.
perform surgery on myself.
Yeah.
And then I got socket tooth. I got socket.
Dry socket.
Oh, fuck,
Yeah,
man.
I got that. I had that happen to me. That's why I was in pain the last
Oh, that is like, fucking beat me over the head 100 times.
Dude, do you know what the dry socket is?
What is that?
This is when you know you have an issue, yeah?
Oh, fuck.
Dry socket is when I have my wisdom tooth removed, basically, it's a straight... It's a surgical procedure.
Extraction,
It's a
yeah.
straight extraction, and they leave a gaping hole in your jaw to the point where your bone and nerves are exposed.
Yeah.
Now, if it doesn't heal properly, and these are rare cases, 9 times
And it happens to us.
Yeah, it happened to me. Even the dentist was like, I'm sure it'll be fine. I'm like, it won't be fine, I'm telling you. It won't be fine. Dude, 9 times out of 10, the wound closes over, it heals,
Yeah.
we're all good. But that 10th time, if the wound doesn't heal over, it just basically leaves an open
Yeah.
wound.
Yeah, and it's just air is getting
yeah,
through.
yeah.
Air,
Oh.
and then it can get infected.
And then it's like the.
And once the infection
period.
starts,
Yeah,
you're
yeah.
fucked.
I
And
was
referral pain
for
because of
fucking
that.
for nearly 2 weeks. I was eating codeine.
Yeah. Like agony. It's agony.
Dude.
It really is.
And it wasn't doing anything. Nothing. It was
Because no matter how much drugs you take, the air is still going in and hitting
nothing
the
to do with
wound.
painkillers. Yeah.
It's infected.
Brutal.
It's infected.
Brutal. And I toughed it out until I finally tapped out. I said, fuck this.
Yeah.
That's shocking.
I went in, and the guy's like, yeah, you got that dry sock. I'm like, no shit. Guy put in some fucking,
Gauze.
Yeah, the gauze that's wrapped in the, what's it called? Cloves.
Yeah.
The clove gauze. Pain was gone instantly. I'm like, for fuck's sakes, I've been dying for 2 weeks, and now...
Well, you should have come and seen me earlier.
I was just going to say, Biff, I think you need a new dentist.
No. My dentist is a gun.
He's all right.
Yeah. No, actually, you know what? My dentist was a gun. Now she flew to Perth and out of my life, and it was like the most horrible day ever. Dude, she saved me. And now, dude, the guy, the replacement was this guy who was full of crack.
The butcher.
He was cracked out, man.
So it was a previous profession. I sold crack.
Dude, he's a nice guy, but he looks like this guy from a sitcom. I'm pretty sure it was a Just Shoot Me episode. I'm telling you.
Just shoot me.
I've got the actor's face, like, in my mind. He's got these curls and this long Fido Dido sort of head. Yeah? And this fucking guy, man, like, all he had to do was remove the stitching. It was a Saturday morning because I was going there before work.
Yeah.
He was in my mouth for about 3 seconds, and I was in brutal pain. Like, he's yanking on stitches. Dude, he'd left the stitch in there.
Oh.
I went back, like after that night, I was having a drink or something to eat, and I'm like, what the fuck? What is this? And there was still stitching, still my gum.
That's shocking.
And he hadn't said anything to me about fucking, like, yeah, I'm leaving stitching in your mouth, like, be aware.
See, when you find a good dentist, man,
Yeah,
that's...
you stick with them.
Dude,
Yeah.
I swear to
Look,
God.
I'll never leave this
he had
guy
to have
now.
been drunk.
Yeah.
He had to have been drunk. Like, it was Saturday morning. So
Shut up before he came in. Shut up. Just had a bump. Yeah, the heroin, man. Just had a quick,
Dude,
not much, a little bit, just to get him through the day.
I'm like, I fucking called the dentist. I called the receptionist. I'm like, oh, hi, Demetrius. How are you? How's this tooth going? I'm in fucking pain. Okay, and I don't know if the dentist is aware, but there's still stitching in my mouth. Oh, really? That's strange.
Oh.
Like, what kind of chop shop are we running here, man?
Yeah. Chop shop.
Anyway, back to my original point.
What was it?
My original point was...
I forgot.
As much as we fucking hang it on dentists, I think the actual work itself is underrated to the point where, like, dude, what's it cost to service your car? Think about it.
$300?
$300, and what's the service include? Change spark plugs, like
Oil.
oils out, change your oil over, like drain it, dump a new canister.
It's mostly
in.
just labour.
It's labour, yeah? It's about $40 worth of parts.
Yeah.
What does a dentist do? They get into your mouth, avoid bacteria and shit, and this is microscopic surgery in your mouth. Dude,
But when you think
This
about,
helps you
like,
eat. This
like
helps you-
bleeding and stuff like that, that's pretty expensive. Like, I get it.
dude, you go get your hair done. What does that cost?
Yeah, it's nuts.
Well, what do they do? They cut your hair.
See, I'm like, I've got private health,
Yeah.
which slugs me a bit. Like, every
It
fortnight,
does.
I pay $130 a fortnight.
That's a joke.
But for today's
health is a
today's
bit of a
toothing,
joke.
I paid $38.
Yeah.
Yeah, see, I couldn't pay.
But see, I'm fully covered for anything: hospital, dental, surgery.
Yeah.
So I'm just,
I got a question.
Yep.
We've looked this up before, but I'm trying to refresh my memory. Families generally pay less for health insurance.
Yeah. So I'm
You think
waiting.
You live on your own?
Yeah,
think
I'm
so.
waiting to get my teeth done.
Yeah.
And then we're switching over to family.
Okay.
But there's
Eli's-
a criteria, right?
Yeah, but
to-
Eli is now with Ren on her
Yeah.
policy, and I said because her policy is really shit at the moment, so I'm waiting to use all my
Yeah.
my
credits.
Yeah.
Why wouldn't you?
Yeah, and all that kind of stuff, and then we're going to switch over to my policy when it renews.
But it is
as a
cheaper
family.
to be
absolutely,
family.
absolutely, and you get ambulance cover, you get everything.
That fucking irritates me big time because if you live on your own and something happens, you're more likely to like have to slug the cop the bill
Absolutely.
yourself, and you're not relying.
Dude, if you
on
break your back,
Yeah.
God forbid, and you got a fucking $5,000 bill for a brace, who's going to pay for it?
That's
you know what I'm saying? Like, you know,
don't want to help you, but it's
all
more
of it is
expensive.
all of it is a rort, really.
How is
isn't
it? Yeah, how is it? Fair?
insurance is a raw.
It's a
How is
raw.
it fair that people that live alone
Yeah.
have to pay more for fucking health insurance?
It's not.
That's what I'm
just not.
saying.
That's
Is that not
it.
insane?
It's insane.
Dude, $130 a fortnight.
Yeah. Yeah.
$250 a month.
And then I crack it, but then it comes to days like today where I rang up and I said, I need to see you today. He's like, yep, 4:30, come on in, $38.
Dude, you know what that would have cost me? It would have cost me about $120.
Yeah.
How often are you going to be run to the dentist to get work done?
Well, at the moment,
look, forget me because I'm a
depends.
well,
fucking
at the
idiot.
moment, I need a lot of work done, so I'm on the verge of being there like once every month, probably now, once every 3 weeks to a month.
Is it worth it?
Yeah. Well,
Oh, dude.
it depends.
Not just that.
It depends what your intention is, and you eat with it. You use your teeth. You need.
And not
your
just
teeth.
that, like with private health and stuff, you do a bit of dodgy as well.
The sunnies.
Yeah, the sunnies and all that
Russian's in
kind
on
of
the
stuff.
sunnies.
What's that?
Dude, this isn't a racial thing. This isn't a racial thing.
You know how many
Dude, I've got mates, ex-girlfriends that are...
I went
all,
that.
yeah, you did. Of course you did.
beep
I
at
know the
beep at the name when you
What are the sunnies?
The Sunny scam.
What's that?
Everyone with private health insurance is usually afforded up to like $400 a year.
Yeah.
Something about there, depending on how many people are on the policy. But every person with private health is afforded up to so much for optical,
Yes.
so much for dental.
Yeah, no, I know.
So-
I want
so
it.
with optical-
I get it every year.
Yeah.
It's
But
covered.
what's the
So let me tell you the road.
Okay.
Maybe I should do it off.
No, we'll just
Thing.
we'll
No,
beat this.
because this is common knowledge.
So
Oh,
you
okay.
go in there, so you get your eyes checked and stuff like that. And then you go in there and you say, okay, how much money do I have on my card? And I'll tell you how much money that you've got on your card. And you say, okay, so we'll put this through as optical. You pick whatever sunglasses you want. You can get fucking high-end Pradas. You can get anything.
Dude, every Eastern European that
But
I
wait,
know.
where are you going to get this stuff?
Anywhere.
Places.
No, anywhere.
Well-
No, really. Like, you don't go to Sunglass Hut.
No.
Anywhere where where they do prescription prescription glasses.
The Eastern Bloc.
Yeah, Eastern Bloc orientated.
Yeah. So after, I'll let you know where to go.
okay.
Whiskey. Yeah,
I'll let you know where to go.
Damn. See, I was just getting a pair of glasses every
and you can
single
get
time.
like 1 or 2 pairs every year. Update brand new glasses for summer.
Well, I was doing that, but for optical.
yeah,
that's the point.
but you can get
But now I'm
Pradas.
gonna
You can
get-
get anything.
You can get whatever you want.
Yeah, cool.
Yeah. Dude, every Russian, every Georgian, every Ukrainian I've ever known.
And now the
ever.
Greeks are on it,
This
mate.
is going back to 2000.
The
Every
rort's-
time
the rort's real.
I'd go to their house, and they'd have their little, like the shelf in my apartment, they'd have their little shelf by the front door with like 100 pairs of Versace's. I'm like, what the fuck's going on here?
See, and they're all like
You have
legit
private health.
originals, full legit.
It's full legit.
I've got like now I've got like 'cause I own like Ray Bans,
just a loophole.
aviators.
We're not being-
No, it's not a loophole.
Not a loophole. It's
legit.
It's a rort.
Yeah.
Raw.
So instead of getting like prescription,
Yeah.
they swipe it under a different thing. So they say, oh yeah,
I
this guy
understand
bought.
that, but where the hell do you source these people that swipe it under a...
Well, you
Just
know
gotta
people that know
someone
people.
Okay, well, thanks, Nick. Inform me.
I will after the party.
Yeah,
I'll let you know.
Okay.
Funny part is the shop that he's talking about, I actually know the owners.
Yeah.
I had a close mate that
That's
worked there for
hilarious.
ages. He hooked me up with my pair of Dodger Cabanas that I wore to my sister's wedding. $600 sunnies. I paid
Oh,
like
I'm glad
$275.
I found this out before I went to get my opticals.
And what we usually do is we usually go to like Sunglass Hut and
Yeah.
get model numbers, so
Yeah,
you know which one you want,
exactly. But that
was
and then you
raw.
give us the model numbers, and we'll get you the glasses.
Right, I had this
No
down
fuss,
to an
no
art.
muss.
I had this down to an art. I had a friend that worked at a sunglasses hut. She would call me whenever they had their big sales, like the 50%ers, or when she'd get staff
Now is
vouchers.
well, probably
Yeah.
gone.
Or I'd call her and say, listen, man, these are the sunnies I want. Can you get me the model number? She says, yeah, sure. She'd give me the model number and a price with them.
Yep.
I would take him to my connection, say, hey, man, get these sunnies? Yeah, sure. Give me a sec. Usually like 30% off the price of she.
And you know what the thing is though? Sunglass Huts, they're shifty cunts because they've got a different code to what actually, let's say, Ray-Ban have. So you got to get both codes.
Yeah.
You got to get both of
There's
them.
a stock number and then there's a model number.
We'll just go online.
When you go to Sunglasses Hut and you ask them, I want these sunnies, they will give you the stock number for their store. They won't give you the model number because they know people are just going to jump on eBay and buy them. Yeah.
Okay.
So what we do, we get the name of the sunglasses, we jump online.
Yeah.
These are just designer sunglasses coming out of China, yeah?
Yeah.
Like, I think about, and you know what, man?
I ain't paying $600 for them.
I remember one year.
I didn't even wear sunnies.
Dude, I was at Christmas or something, yeah? And I remember my cousin was like, I bought these sunnies the other day, and it really took, I was really put off. I'm like, why? I went to Sunglasses Hut and she's pulled them out from under the counter from a box and they were just wrapped in that plastic shit. I'm like, well, what'd you expect they were? Well, she could have presented them nicely, you know, like in a box.
Well, leather case?
She goes, it made them look really cheap. I go, they're just sunglasses.
Yeah.
They
We're
literally
the
just
idiots that are
sunglasses.
paying through the nose for them, man.
Yeah, man.
They're just sunglasses.
That's all they
Yeah.
are.
But sunglasses, dude, they're just fucking sunnies. There's a difference between buying cheap sunnies that are going to fuck your eyes up,
Yeah.
but there's another thing thinking there's some sort of prestige around.
Yes, they are better than servo sunnies, but
the craftsmanship, there's a difference.
there's a difference, but
But it's not like major craftsmanship, but it warrants the $500
I could make a
price
jumper
tag.
and tag Prada on it and put it
Yeah.
on sale for $300 and it'll sell.
Yeah.